What did Justin Timberlake say while playing Riichi Mahjong? Hoping for that sweet Ipatsu chance. Double-sided weight has got me in trance. Hoping that the aura gods can enhance. Praying for a Hanemon per chance. Can't stop believing. Falsetto jump scare. Welcome back to Mahjong Soul, folks. My name's Yusong. I hope you're having a good day wherever you are. You're listening to Riichi FM. Justin Timberlake, Can't Stop the Feeling. This is not gonna ruin the entire tour. Welcome back to Mahjong Soul, folks. I can't lie to you. We've been in this position before, okay? Every single, and I hate to use such strong language, but flippin' time, every single time we've been in this situation, God has told us to sit down and be humble, okay? Look, I understand that the Kendrick and Drake beef is kind of like the main pop culture spat that we are going through right now. I'm saying I was engaged in the original beef between myself and God for when I think I'm doing well in Riichi Mahjong, okay? Every time we start to get confident, it's a perfect time for God to write a diss track. Someone sumos while I'm the dealer, they hit the Ryoradora, we pay out the dealer penalty. We do nothing wrong, and yet we lose the game. I'm just calling it out there, okay? So just know that if it happens, I was at least ready for it. As we load into the game today with this very vindictive, anxious energy, let me just say this. If you like this song or you like the genre, consider subscribing. I got new videos every single day. Consider leaving a like and a comment if you're feeling particularly generous. So it helps me out such a great deal, and it brings us to our featured comment of the day. From a username, I cannot genuinely read correctly, but I wanted to feature this comment anyway. I played a Riichi Siege game where everyone just kept maxing the Riichi, and we kept ending in a draw. Eventually, I dealt into a Baimon, and the guy collected 60 Riichi sticks, ended with something like 80-something thousand, lol. Folks, this is why we play Riichi Siege. This is why we must play Riichi Siege, okay? It's for when you are able to bet 10,000 points on a Riichi stick. It is, quite frankly, your societal obligation to continue sending 10,000 on every single Riichi bet. Why? Silliness, folks. It's a silliness quota that we all have to make if society were to continue functioning. Thank you so much for the kind comment. I sincerely appreciate it. Now, some of you are looking at, some of you already in this video, and this end is okay, but Right Lord called an earlier Riichi. I think we're gonna try to fold right on out of here. We have Green Dragon 1 Dora. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I think you're all right, but that's not gonna keep me warm in the middle of the night. I think that this is a better fold than it is a push. We are so far away from Tenpai. It's a 2-Han hand. I don't get out of bed for 2-Han. Okay, give me my Fiji water and my trailer. I get out of bed for like 50,000 Han. I'm not upset that I'm laying this one down. I quite frankly, I think we are very okay with it. Something that I'm not okay with is maybe just the fact that we, oh my, oh, the humanity, oh my, oh, both of them would have dealt in, oh my God. Yeah, hilarious. Oh, ha ha ha. Titus, Final Fantasy said, ha ha ha. That's so funny. Oh, you go to comedy school, Mahjong Gods? You studying at the Upright Citizens Brigade Theater recently? Oh, hardy, har. Oh, let me, how funny, how droll. Some of you at the start of this video were probably already angry at me, okay? And the reason is because for today's Riichi Mahjong song parody, sang Justin Timberlake from the Trolls soundtrack, Can't Stop the Feeling. Now, I've never seen the movie Trolls. Quite frankly, I've had enough trolls online. Me. Epic joke aside. Okay, I've never seen the movie Trolls, but I know that there's a lot of parents that are probably watching that have had nothing but the Trolls soundtrack playing in the car for like a few weeks or months or something now, and perhaps this video was meant to be an escape from that, and I did not allow that escape. Quite frankly, I threw you right back into the Shadow Realm. I'm gonna keep a safe tile. I just don't appreciate what the Four of Circles does. Like, I know it's right to keep it. Maka is gonna give me 1,000 little spankings for this one. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I love this position that we're in. I love this position. 6 of circles so that we're not punished. Oh my god. 3 of circles is ultimate punish. Yep. I could not have scripted it better. Yusong, do not get tilted. You do not get tilted. I mean, you have every right to get tilted, but the night is still young, okay? Think of how much more emotional pain you can take. And that hopefully warms your heart somewhat. I mean, we got way too many peasies in our hand right now. I'm just gonna cut one of them. Let's go with a 3 of bamboo. Maybe 6 of bamboo is slightly better. I'd rather wait on a 3-9 than a 6-9. Oh, just imagine. Nothing. This is maybe at that point I should just cut my 9s, right? Go for a little Tanyao action. Okay, hilarious. Even though I don't have guaranteed time. It's a good tile. It's a great tile. What a funny game. See, you want to know I got these scars. Okay, now it's all fricked up. I hope that we could still get back into Tenpai. We'd love to draw back into a 4 of circles or a 6 of circles. That would go extremely hard. Right Lord cuts the door. Nobody presses pawn. I love that situation. Doesn't seem like that spicy of a hand for everybody else out here. 2 of bamboo. Thank you so much for all these bountifully wonderful useless tiles. Okay. And I just wanted to say, if you're paying the trolls tax by being a parent in today's society, I ask for your patience. This is a song that we have not parodied, despite the fact that our Google Doc has over 119 pages of Riichi Mahjong song parodies. Single space, by the way. Single space, size 12 font. Hey, who's counting? Am I right? Who's counting? I cut 7 of bamboo here. They're not waiting with a 5-6. If they have an 8-9, all the 9s are gone. We're gaming right now. I'm 1 tile away from Tenpai. Just imagine. Please pass. Oh my god. Okay, I chased the Riichi. 8 tile, double-sided banger. Seems okay in the dealer seat. I'm also in last place. I want to keep the dealer seat. I don't have to call Riichi here. I have a valid... Oh, lovely. Okay, I have a valid Pinfu hand, regardless. So I did not necessarily... No, lovely. Oh, my... Oh, really? Okay. Calm down. It's okay. A crossword folded with 3 Dora. Lamau. Oh my god. Don't get tilted. Riichi, Pinfu, Sumo, red 5. It's at least 12k in the dealer seat. Show me 1 Dora. He's the whiniest little baby. Oh, he's the whiniest little... Oh, where? Give me my milky and my... I poo-poo in my diaper. He's the whiniest baby and it pays out. Domain expansion, whiny baby. It guarantees that my whiny baby is gonna hit or whatever. I don't know. Oh, okay. All right, we're back, folks. Don't get tilted. Kingdom Hearts is light. Don't get tilted. Don't get tilted. I'm not around that many kids, so I don't really hear the song Can't Stop the Feeling unless I'm at like a mall or something. You know what I mean? And that's okay. That's bearable, you know? A lot of my friends, they don't have kids. I feel like I'm at an age where, you know, a lot of them like should be having kids, quote unquote should. I mean, I think it's just, I mean, this isn't funny. I think it's the economy. I mean, okay, it's not neither here nor there. It's not important. I'm going for a pure straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in the circle suit, by the way. 7, 8, 9 Sanshoku, also a delightfully devilish possibility. Cut the door early, nobody press pawn. That also feels pretty good. So I feel like eventually my friends are going to start having kids, and this is why we need to get into Master 3-star rank. So at least then, on barbecue days, if I'm invited, and I don't presume to be invited, quite frankly, my social skills, hit and miss, okay? But I go swinging every single time. If I am invited to... I don't think I'd cheat this. Like, don't get me wrong. It's okay. Cheating. I mean, what do we have to lose? We have a gazillion garbage tiles to throw, right? So we're kind of okay with that. I'll tell you this much. If I had a... Oh, that's really good. Oh, do I just ever Pinfu on that thing? Yeah, I don't hate just the idea of going Pinfu on that thing. I mean, pure straight is also so fun. I'll tell you this. If I had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and all that I was waiting for this was the 7, 8, 9, and they threw a 7, I would chi in a heartbeat. I would absolutely... Okay, that's funny. I want to know how I got these scars. Okay, don't lose yourself. Don't lose yourself. You are one tile away from Tenpai. I think I call Riichi in most cases. If I can end on a double-sided weight, I for sure call Riichi. Left Lord's going to call Riichi. I don't want to deal in. All I have is a Riichi Pinfu hand, so I don't really necessarily want to risk it for the biscuit. I think we are okay to fold here. What safe tiles do we have? We have this tile. 4 of characters looks okay. They're not waiting with a 5-6 in their hand, and yeah, they're not waiting with a 5-6 in their hand. And if they have an 8-9, a lot of the 9s and 8s are already gone. So it seems pretty unlikely. They could have a double pair weight, right? They could have a pair of the 7s and a pair of something else and seek to end our existence that way. A Crossword joining in on the fun with a Riichi of their own, and they're going to get Sumo Ipatsu. This is a game for wolves. This is a game of devilry. This is a game where your sanity is not, you know, guaranteed to stay with you throughout the entirety of the experience. At least as far as dealer penalties go, it's not that bad, folks. It's not that bad. But yeah, we need to get Master 3-star so we have something to talk about at barbecues. This is, if not that, then for what? I think that's a pretty good reason. Let's take a look around the table, see who's the most worthy of the crown today. Okay, Left Lord is an NPC just like me. Nothing outstanding in the match history. A Crossword playing as the one and only Wanjiro. They are actually in the Shadow Realm. Maybe experiencing some brutal variants. Maybe it's just a horrendous, you know, bad beats kind of a night. I totally understand. Even a Saint level player can tilt and become the Yonkler. Rylord also maybe becoming the Yonkler. Okay. There are some broken souls at this table. It would be rude not to feast on some of these broken souls. I mean, it would be rude to go easy on them. You know, that's a pitying thing. They didn't necessarily ask for that. How am I doing? I used to be nice, by the way. I used to be nice. And then this game showed me that there is no mercy. that kindness is not a commodity in this dark world of darkness. You know what I mean? There are shadows encircling my mentality at any given moment. How can I cause destruction and ruin at the table? All right, I mean, this is a weirdo situation. I'm technically one tile away from Tenpai. It's not good. If I draw into 3 of circles, I could cut the 4 of characters and be in Tenpai that way. That's also a decent tile. I could also draw into what? Like, is this ever a full flush in the character suit? I never say never. I think it's there are weirdo chances where it could get to be like that. Okay, hang on. This is now pretty dank, right? How do we get into Tenpai now? 8 of characters, 1 of circles, 3 of circles, 6 of circles. It's not the most tiles in the world, but it is enough tiles. Crossword cuts the Dora, nobody presses pawn. Again, hallelujah. Like, no one has a 3 Dora monstrous hand right now, and I'm okay with that. Because why? I don't have a good hand right now. I don't want to be competing. I don't want to show up to a knife fight with a cosplay ready keyblade. Like, that doesn't seem good. It's hollow and made of silicone. I don't think that it's not gonna do the thing that it needs. I'm not gonna be able to defend myself. I'm gonna look cool and feel cool while doing it, but I don't, you know, it's not gonna seem cool. Now I can draw. I can still accept 3 of circles in this hand, right? But now I can draw into a 4 of circles as well and still be in Tenpai. So that feels pretty good. Anything else that we're on the lookout for? I don't think we ever con. I think our hand is so doo-doo. I mean, maybe if we call Riichi first, then we can call it con afterwards. But we don't just, pardon the language, just like call the con raw dog. That's yeah. Absolutely not. Here at the Responsible Riichi Pinfu Farming Corporation, that's right. It's a farmer kind of collective, but it's also a corporation at the end of the day. We're publicly traded. We do not call irresponsible cons. Let's just, one more time for the people in the back. We don't call irresponsible cons. Would love to think about just getting in Tenpai before the end of the round. I would love to just get in Tenpai to not pay out an exhaustive draw penalty. A little bit, yeah. Okay, and there's the kiss of death. I'm not about to deal into Left Lord. I mean, I know that they're not waiting with a 6-7, but could they have a 7-9? They could have a 7-9. Doesn't seem that likely. Wow! A Crossword deals into Left Lord. Okay. A double-sided weight. Again, one of the longest winning animations that we've ever seen in the history of Mahjong Soul. Can't even see the hand sometimes. But you know what? It is cool. I do like it. I just wish it could have been, you know, times 1.5 speed. You know, sped up Nightcore version for the TikTok viewers out there. Tanyao. It always has been Tanyao and always will be Tanyao. I don't know if I just start pawning and cheating out the wazoo, but like, tell me, like, if you see a 2 of circles, you wouldn't just chi on that thing. You know what I mean? Like that feels good. 5 of circles, 8 of circles, I would also kind of just chi on that thing. There's also a world where our first discard kind of betrayed this. We could go for a half flush in the circle suit, right? That's not an impossibility. Half flush in the circle suit doesn't even seem that bad, or full flush. Left Lord thinking long and hard about something. Maybe they got a good hand. 3 of circles we'd love. Okay, this is probably, and I'm lowering my voice so that the demons don't hear and ruin my plans, probably just Tanya. Probably just Tanya. We'd love to chi into a 5 of characters. 5 of characters is a no-brainer chi. Anything else, like we would happily accept another Dora here. 1 of bamboo. Maybe I could have kept you for a little bit longer, but I'd rather keep the red dragon here. Red dragon kind of still goes oingo boingo in this situation. Plus we got 2 Dora. Left Lord might not even be struggling that. Oh, they are struggling with McDonald's Wi-Fi, and that's, you know what? That's an okay thing to do. I'm looking at this hand, and if we continue drawing into circle tiles, there is a real world. Oh, the 2-4-6 shape is so freaking good. But there is a real world where we can still do half flush 2 Dora red dragon shenanigans in the circle suit, and that would feel good. That would feel pog. That would be a pog rich kind of experience. I will say this. How am I doing outside of the game? Thank you so much for asking. In terms of music that I haven't been listening to, or that I have been listening to, despite the fact that I'm not invited to barbecues. Recently on a long drive, my significant other and I, we listened to a lot of French house. We listened to a lot of French techno music. We listened to Justice, the first Across the Universe live album. Very pog, very cool. So let me explain for those of us who weren't, imbued in the French house scene in the early 2000s, okay? And by imbued, I mean Yusong was listening to this on iTunes, okay? He was not there, drinking absinthe in France or whatever. He was listening to hardcore beats or whatever. He was listening and watching YouTube videos of live performances from the safety of his room. The meta of strategy, if you're an electronic duo, Daft Punk, Justice, etc., is that for your live shows, you don't just play the album. You mash up your own songs, or sometimes you mash up one of your songs and like another song from another artist that you're just that you like and appreciate, and it's really cool. Daft Punk Alive 2007 does this exact thing. Crossword is gonna call Riichi. I have a safe tile to throw. Oh man, that's the kiss of death. Why would you have to go and smooch me like that? Huh? You little silly Billy? Why would you go and smooch me like that? I don't think I'm ever throwing this. I think I like my position right now. And that position is, how do you pronounce this? Being alive. I like my position of being alive. I don't know what you throw next. I feel like, wow! Ice cold veins from Left Lord cutting the Dora. That is, I need to go back. It's East 4 push decision. That is disgusting. That is quite honestly disgusting. I am a coward. I am the biggest coward you've ever seen in your entire life. I don't think that's right to throw the Dora, but maybe Left Lord is panicking. Maybe Left Lord's thinking, I'm already sitting in last place. There's not a lot. Oh, we would have gotten everything, but it doesn't mean that the 1 or the 5 of characters is safe. 7 of circles, by the way. I guess they're just Suji gaming right now. Let's see what happens. 5 of characters would have dealt in. And then Left Lord single tile Yorkin on the 3 of characters. Totally fine. Totally fine. I would never cut the Dora there to chase with a single tile weight. That cannot be right. Quite frankly, I don't think that is right. It's fun, don't get me wrong. And I'm not trying to say like, oh, you should be locked up for that decision. No, absolutely not. You are allowed to play Riichi Mahjong however you'd like. But in terms in terms of ranking up, I don't know, maybe you just have a super aggressive play style or something along those lines, right? We don't necessarily know where Left Lord's coming from. Maybe throwing a 9 of bamboo there is still better than just the once discarded seat wind in the west one that we're throwing. But anyway, my significant other, she was being real like luckily we have similar music tastes, and so she was letting me. This sounds like a poor Beth type of situation, but I'm telling you right now, Maybe, maybe this was a poor Beth situation. She was like letting me show her the original song and then like the mashup of the song as we had a long drive. We have nothing else to do, you know, besides listen to some music and talk and whatever. And it made me realize here is all that I wanted to say, and I expect uproarious applause for this bold and brash and quite honestly, an offensive opinion that I think today's society can't even handle, okay? I think mashups are cool. I think mashups are cool. I think that mashups have had a hard time in society. Now, what do I mean by that, okay? We went through... Yeah, actually disgusting. 7 pairs, right? And it must be 7 pairs. And so it must be 7 pairs. And I don't see anything other than... I don't want to see anything other than 7 pairs lately. I never call Riichi here. And I might pivot to a tile that's zuzzier than the red 5 of bamboo. That's not zuzzier at all. If someone... you never call Riichi here. You actually never call Riichi here. And someone might throw a 5 of bamboo regardless. 7 of... No. I greed. I'm sorry. It's greed. It's all the way down. It's greed all the way down. But I have to greed. The 7, it's a sushi trap. Yeah. It's fine or whatever. No. I greed. I must greed. You know what? You want to know what would have been nasty? They're calling Riichi with the 5 of bamboo and waiting for the 8 of bamboo. That's like a inconceivable sushi trap. Oh my god, right, Lord? Are you effing kidding me? You and me could have ruled the city, Spider-Man. I had 7 pairs, Dora, red 5. If I Sumod, it would have been a Hanemon. But if I Ron, it's just a straight up Mongon as well. Oh my god. All right, fine. Welcome to the thumbnail, at least. Oh, that's pretty pog. And it's not like, look, if all I did was post the hands that I won in the thumbnails, that would get, you know, that would be a little too predictable. So I gotta keep you on your toes. I gotta keep us all on our toes and make sure our pirouettes are our lines are very you know, aesthetically pleasing when we sashay. Are any of these actual dancing terms? Please let me know in the comments. Anyway, we had to deal with Pitch Perfect, which when it came out, I thought was very cool. I thought it was very, very cool. Why? As a teenager, a depiction of college, and one that was musically oriented at that, pretty cool. What I wanted college to be. What was college in reality in comparison to that? Not necessarily not musically inclined, just a lot of jazz cigarettes. Like just a lot more of that dank kush, okay? And can I quote Bill Clinton right now? And that's not and yeah. I put my mouth on it, but I did not inhale. That is the amount of involvement that I would like to own up to in that situation. A lot of this is just facetious nonsense, by the way. Which facetious nonsense is the name of my autobiography. Prevalent Wind, red 5. Okay, I mean, at least it keeps the dealer seat swinging around town, and now I am in the dealer seat. I don't like that I'm competing with the Saint level player for first place, but hopefully we can. Okay, decent hand. Actually a decent hand. 1 5. I know it's not like I probably throw the 1 of circles, but in case we draw into like a 3 of circles, suddenly we got this 1 3 5 shape. Nah, I gotta keep this. The west wind's not useful to us, but this is our seat wind, and not very, very usable in case we draw into a pair. This is my seat wind. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Oh, thank you, West Wind, for making me look like a fool. So, but then Anna Kendrick, the movie Pitch Perfect opens with her making a mashup on her laptop, and it's like the intended audience reaction is, whoa, she's so alt, like she's so alternative. She's making a mashup on her laptop. That's not something that normal people do. And I'm telling you right now, I downloaded Fruity Loops for free when I was in high school, or just the demo or something. I was making bad. And what was I, alt? No, I was. I mean, I wasn't like had mainstream interest, but whatever. And then Glee happened, okay? And then mashups where there's some creative musical arrangements in Glee, and I realize that that's a hard thing to say in a society, right? A good thing about Glee But there were some cool mashups in there. But I feel like as a result of all of this tumult, like mashups get maybe this is my own cynicism. Maybe I'm just projecting a little too hard. Hang on. Maybe it's Maybelline. How much do I like the 7 of Bamboo? I actually don't like it at all. 2 of them are already gone. Do I do the unthinkable? I want 2 pair in my hand. That's really sad to do, but I think it's right. Like, we're never gonna see the 7, right? We're just straight up never gonna see the 7. This was. I wish I could have cheated earlier, but this 7 was discarded before we had the guaranteed green dragon pawn. So I'm not gonna cry over that spilled milk. Anyway, because of all of this, I feel like mashups have been branded. The damage to the mashup brand has been incomparable. Like, I feel like they are like a kind of like a cheesy thing to do nowadays, but I still think, and this is gonna get me bullied, and you know what? I accept this. I accept this with an open heart. I think that mashups are cool. I think that singing the melody of Wonderwall over the chords of Coldplay's Fix You, that's tight. Okay, all right. Actually, can you do that? So, I mean, look, this is worth the expedition. I believe that this is worth the expedition. So Coldplay is like, the lines will guide you home. And right? That's remind me to cut the, unmute all after this. So, that's Coldplay's Fix You, sped up Nightcore version. And then maybe you're gonna be the one that's it. I think that's tight. I think that's magical. I think that's a creative expression. Not that necessarily, but the thought that goes into it, and the musical theory. Sometimes you gotta use a little bit of musical theory. Twirl your mustache. Yes, a reharmonization of Wonderwall. I don't know. I think it's tight. This is gonna get me kicked off the internet. I know Yusong's last YouTube video. Oh, why? Because he said mashups are cool. Reference Pitch Perfect. Excuse me. Yes. And yet I speak my truth. What it's excuse me? It's a joke from Pitch Perfect where they just inject the word acapella into a lot. So when they say excuse me, they say excuse me. I'm gonna be real with you. Some stuff in that movie has not aged well. Excuse me, still tight. I am. This is cringe. I am posting cringe right now. Sumo. Heartbreaking. Cringe Lord Mahjong player. Local Cringe Lord Mahjong player. Sumo's a hand that maybe he did not deserve. How did nobody else have like a winning hand after all of that time? My hand wasn't even that good. It was okay, but it was nothing to write home about. All right, this hand would be shocking to me if we won. This hand would be electrifying to me if we won this hand. So I'm like, that's not gonna help. So what do we need to see? If there is a pathway to victory, really unlucky from a crossword, we need to draw into a Southwind or a White Dragon yesterday. Okay, like we really need. This is like the orders on the bear. Yes, chef. We needed 3 more of those entrees yesterday. Wow. Game recognized game, my crosslord. You like that? We're all in pain together. Okay. Red Dragon would be surprising if someone pawned there. I guess skipping the first one. Sometimes you gotta skip the first one because your hand is literal garbaggio, and you can wait to see when the second one comes out. Hey, is this hand worth fighting for? How many shapes do I have? And you have a lot or a little bit more flexibility there. I am telling you right now, 9 discards in, I do not see this hand winning. Yeah, a crossword is going to call Riichi. At least we still have some safe tiles. Not the safe tiles that we want, but maybe the safe tiles that we deserve. One of characters... I'll tell you this much. One of characters is not a safe tile in light of this Riichi, and yet I respect the crossword, or I respect Left Lord going for it. They're not playing safe at all. It like shocks me to think that they don't have any other safe tiles in their hand, but I suppose it's early in the game, and I suppose that a crossword hasn't given a lot of is not given a lot of information for what's safe and what's not. Okay, 4 copies of the Dora. Yeah, 4 copies of the Dora being discarded right now. A crossword emotin. I'm gonna throw the white dragon if it deal. I mean, I dealt in with one honor tile already, but let's pray that it's not another. Anyway, I hope you agree. I hope someone out there agrees. Mashups are okay. You know, that's all I'm trying to say on this platform that I'm afforded, you know? Okay. We need to, yeah, all hands on deck situation. I was about to start like reaching into like my deep subconscious to try to figure out what's like a safe tile to throw. At least, wow, four of characters too, just raw out of nowhere. I mean, not out of nowhere. 1 of characters is safe and 7 of characters is safe, so that's literally just inside Tsuji. All right, I mean, this is maybe a 7 pairs brewing in our area, a la Blackpink. Maybe this is a 7 pairs kind of a situation. Left Lord, okay, we know what Left Lord is going for. They're going for a perhaps ill-advised half flush or something in the bamboo suit. Otherwise, these discards would not make a lot of sense. Right, Lord, are you not listening to me? Does not, I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't, unless you worked for an intelligence operation, I don't see how you would. But like, right, Lord, you're in danger right now. We're all in danger right now. All of us are broken souls at this Mahjong table right now. 3 of bamboo is safe. If Left Lord does not change up their hand, they do not change up their hand. The 3 of bamboo should still be safe. Bazinga. Maybe it's not. Like, there's a world where they could just like. They cut that. They don't cut their hand, but they were still only in temporary for a 10. I don't know. I don't even want to. I shudder at that. I shudder at that thought. 3 of bamboo again. 3 of bamboo again. 3 of bamboo again, or just white dragon? Oh, white dragon. I mean, Left Lord could be single tile waiting for the white dragon at this point. That's a little spooky scary. Do not like anything that is going on right now. Right Lord's not folding. Left Lord's not folding. A crosser called Riichi with the inconspicuous alligator skin. Yeah, it's a good skin, and it instills fear within my body. Absolutely. I'll tell you something extremely fricked right now. 5 of circles got us into Tenpai. A crosslord double-sided waiting on a humble Riichi Pinfu red 5 red 5. If I were them, could you imagine the vitriol that I would be spitting in the YouTube commentary? Oh, I'm so sorry. The good tile factory, like just all of it, just like an unstoppable onslaught of salt. What is this? An unstoppable onslaught of salt. What is this? Processed food these days? Power to the people. Okay. It's good. It's good, Yusong. Yeah, you should keep sharing opinions, Yusong. You're not going to forget all of them today. What else is on the docket for the day? Thank you so much for asking. Last night, very adventurous night. My significant other, she booted up Magic the Gathering Arena, and on her account, we did a quick draft of Duskmourn, which is a horror-themed Magic the Gathering set. Now, Yusong, you're asking me, you're saying to me, Duskmourn was a set that came out a while ago, a while back. Yes, but sometimes Magic the Gathering Arena does like these, you know, they bring older. It's not even that old. It's just like, it just happened. You know what I mean? They bring the older sets back. 2, 3, 4 mixed double sequence. Probably just cut this, right? That seems okay. Or maybe just like straight up go for Tanya. Like Sheeing here with a 6 of bamboo. I think I absolutely would, and cut the two of characters. 3, 4, 5, kind of nasty with it. Okay, hang on. We're not going to get 2, 3, 4 Sanshoku. So what do we actually want here? I mean, I would like the chance to draw into another 4 of bamboo, right? Pure double sequence at that. Riichi Pinfu pure double sequence. Tanyao chance. And accepting of the Dora. Ooh! Ooh! You're telling me this hand has an inclusive attitude? Ooh! So that's good. And so we fired up a draft of that, and she and I drafted and I don't really know, like I've done so many Tarkir Dragonstorm drafts. Hang on. I like waiting on 2 different tiles here, because now we can still draw into a 5 of characters and upgrade this to a double-sided wait. I don't know if this is necessarily correct, but it is what we're doing. Vrilord calls Riichi. I have 2 safe tiles at least. Oh, I have a gazillion safe tiles. We're made in the shade, baby. This is okay as far as I can tell. 3 of circles is safe. We could still remain in Tenpai. Pretty pog. 2 of bamboo could come out, right? 2 of bamboo looks exceedingly safe for Right Lord, so that's something that could happen. Now, what's the easiest way for me to get back into Tenpai? I think this. I am not sure. I am not sure if this is the best way to get back into Tenpai. It is a way to get back into Tenpai. Little bit awkward here, I won't lie to you. They did cut 5 of circles, meaning that they're not waiting with a 6-7. They could have a what, 7-9? 7-9 would kind of ruin my life. Okay, I gotta just fold. All I have is a Tanyo hand. If we could flirt our way back into Tenpai, I would be giving this hand the Riz. Trust me. Yusong, do you know what any of those words mean? Yeah, I do. Why are you being so interrogative? This is, hey, come on, let me talk to my lawyer. Anyway, never cutting the Dora. Actually, never cutting the Dora. 5 of circle seems okay. A lot of circle tiles have been thrown. After this, like, what do I throw? Okay, the Dora tile. Actually, cutting the Dora tile is, like, totally fine. And I'm just a big silly goober for being scared. But we've seen recently, just like, I don't know. I don't think you're supposed to. I just don't think that you're supposed to throw the Dora. You know, if someone calls Riichi, in most instances, I don't think that you're supposed to throw the Dora. I will just say that as a blanket statement. Maybe this is coming from someone who has too much anxiety. Yeah, sure. You can definitely run it through that filter and see if you still have the same response. Maybe I should have cut the white dragon there. Like, someone else could still win off of the Dora. A little bit messy on the dismount, for sure. I'm not gonna get that Simone Biles status from the way that I folded this Mahjong hand, and over 1,000 games, yeah, those decisions are going to matter. So let us like try to lock in a little bit, Yusong. Let's try to lock in. Okay, we've learned this lesson last time, right? This 8-9 is a really bad shape. Like, the 7 of circles is cannibalized by the other things that we have in our hand. Dude, I would even happily just accept a 4 of bamboo. Here's the thing. We still accept 7 of circles. We lose very, very little from cutting this 8 of circles. Would love to pawn the Nolan Northwind. Wowie zowie. And there is a double-sided weight. PogChamp. 8-9. This is also a really bad shape. If we upgrade it, we need to draw into 6 of characters, but that gets eaten by the 4-5 that we have in our hand. But in this case, it is the Dora tile. So, and although we are in first, I don't think we can like coast right now. I think that we still got to try to make some value happen in our hand. What happens if we just pawn into Nolan Northwind? Really interesting. I could cut 5 of characters, although I don't think that that's right. I think I'm supposed to cut 8-9 of bamboo, but there's a sickening allure to this 5 of characters cut. The reason that I don't think that you're supposed to cut it is because you could always draw into another 8, or draw into another 9, or draw into another, like you know, like you could draw into so many other pairs in your hand. I don't like that after all this time, we still have not seen the seat wind, the Nolan Northwind yet. Might just be stuck in the wall. We don't exactly know. 6-8 is fine. Again, the 6-8 is really bad in our hand. Now, if we upgrade it, we need to draw into a 5 of bamboo, and that gets eaten up by the 3-4 we have in our hand. So again, yeah. Oh boy. Oh god. What do I cut here? The Dora. Yo, I do not like this. I genuinely do not like this. I think I cut the 6 and then I cut the 8. I don't love this position. Do not get me wrong. Don't get it twisted. And I don't think Maka's gonna like this in terms of just like playing offensively for tile acceptancy. Like, I think cutting 8-9 there, totally fine play. I want the value. And one way I see myself losing this game is dealing in to a 3 Dora hand from Left Lord. And I genuinely do not want to do that. Now, Left Lord, I don't think they're going for a flush. They've discarded all 3 suits and, you know, early on. So nothing to look out for there. A crossroad's gonna pawn. Okay, very spooky scary. And then they cut 7 of bamboo. Oh, I got 8 of bamboo and I deal into a crosslord. Okay, this comes from like a 6-7-7 shape. We don't know. I mean, this is a freaky situation. I don't love the position that I'm in. I'm going to be totally honest with you. I hope that Left Lord wins this hand, but Left Lord's been playing so loose lately. All right, 6 of bamboo, you know, at least the crossroad's not waiting with a 4-5. If someone's okay, they got a pair of the 3s as well. I think I should fold here. Stop me if you've heard this one before, but I think I am genuinely supposed to fold here. 3 of bamboo. You're waiting. Someone could still be waiting on the last one. I cut the Nolan Northwind. After all this time, I know it is a heartbreaker, but I think this is the right move to do. One of these bozos is going to win from one of these other bozos. They could sumo, right? Could sumo. It's a little awkward. But at least I'm not, you know, paying out the dealer penalty or something if they do sumo like a really, really large hand. there's a world where we could get back into Tenpai. I hope it's this one, but it's not guaranteed. 2 of bamboo, actually a great pickup. A safe tile to throw. All the 3s are gone, and now it's guaranteed Gemboots for a crossword and for left lord. Drawing into some gas, but I think it's a little too late. I think that if we can fold into the sunset without angering too many sovereign nations, yeah, I can't throw that. I can't throw that. I can't throw the 8 either. Throwing the door just seems pain pecco. You know what I mean? It just seems so painful. Red Dragon, Red 5. 2 Riichi 6 and 3 repeat counters. This is going to be a bountiful harvest for left lord. They are in last, but it's like such a comebackable last, you know? And we are in first, but it is a losable first. It is definitely a losable first. Nut draw. Stop me if you've heard this before. Green Dragon. Green Dragon is the nut draw. Red Dragon also goes pretty hard right now. Nolan Northwind, I guess, is okay. I don't know about the Nolan Northwind. I think that we're probably supposed to get rid of it. Door is the 3 of bamboo. We can accept the 3 of bamboo. Very many different ways here in our hand. It would not be a bad pickup. Again, we don't really need value. We just want to try to get this hand into Tenpai, kind of like regardless of how we get there. This is a very Machiavellian situation. All we want to do is win. Not to reference DJ Khaled, but all we would really like to do here is win. I don't proclaim that all I do is win, but just we would like to here. Yeah, that made sense. That was good. That was good, Yusong. That made sense. That made sense. And people are cheering. People are watching you at work right now, and they're cheering you, Yusong. You hear that? 3 of bamboo, a nut draw right now. I think that, yeah, like don't even tempt me with that. Don't even tempt me with the siren song of going full flush. I think that it would have been a good thing to do. Dude, is this for real? Now I think I do pawn into 1 of bamboo. I think I do pawn into 9 of bamboo. This is fricked up. This is genuinely fricked up. Oh, man. I mean, in for a penny, in for a pound. I guess I could keep this as a safe tile, so that feels pretty good. Oh man, I don't know if this is right, but I would like to end this game in first. I don't want a crossword to be able to run it back 17,000 gajillion times if we can stop them from doing so. We chi into 3 of bamboo, absolutely here. Chiing into 3 of bamboo would go really hard. 7 of circles, not exactly what we're looking for. Let's get rid of a scary tile. I mean, 3 of characters later in the game is not necessarily going to be a quote unquote safe tile, but at least it's safe for right lord. Nasty pickup. Nasty pickup. We're 1 tile away from Tenpai. How do we get there? 3 of bamboo, 5 of bamboo, 8 of bamboo. I could be missing something. Does 1 of bamboo get us there? 1 of bamboo does not get us there. But 3 of bamboo, 5 of bamboo, 8 of bamboo. Those are the tiles that we are looking out for. And that is Tenpai. And this is a full flush. Domain expansion, bamboo forest. This has to... I mean, we can upgrade this hand as well, right? Surely we can upgrade... I would never be able to see this in real life. Like, there's just no shot that I would be able to see. Like, how can we obviously we can wait on a 6-9. How can we wait on a 3? Oh, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8. Okay, this is just one of those shapes that if we're playing IRL Mahjong, I probably missed the Ron like 17 million times. Like, I would think about it for a while and then probably give a huge indication to everyone at the table that my weights are fan-freaking-tastic. Okay, and what's great about this is that if someone calls Riichi and we draw the Dora, we can still win off of the Dora. Like, we don't even have to be that coy around the Dora tile right now, which feels great. A crossword, the fact that they're not scared to throw bamboo in light of what I am repping right now is worrying to me. Is definitely worrying to me. I don't know. I guess other people aren't scared, but if I saw someone going for the half flush in the suit of the Dora, I would be very freaked out. Right Lord is gonna win. Quite frankly, we didn't win by a lot, but this is like that quote from AlphaGo, the documentary. Oh man, my references today. It's a quote from AlphaGo, the documentary. You don't have to win by a lot. You just have to win by a little, you know? And you still get plus 132. And we started this game dealing in to a Mongon. We started this game dealing into a Mongon off of a Riichi, and we threw an Eastwind. Yucky. Never let them say that Kingdom Hearts is anything other than light, okay? Never give up. This is... I gotta tell myself that. We played S-. I'll take an S-. It's kind of been a while since we've gotten an S in any sense of the word. So I cut Nola North. Oh, you wanted me to cut Nola Northwind here. I don't know what I'm doing. 6, 7. I mean, yeah. Southwind, Pog. 1 of circles. No, but this is an okay discard. Then I cut 1 of bamboo. Right Lord calls Riichi, and you want me to fold. And folding? Oh, I know how to do that. And then, do you want me like 34 to 33? Both of these are totally fine. I cut the both of them would have dealt in. This is a disgusting Riichi. Both of my tiles deal in. That is unbelievably dank. And these are absolutely the right discards. These are absolutely the right discards. This is close to the Dora. It's a terminal tile, but it's close to the Dora. I don't think that we do that. I just don't think that we do that. Okay. East 4 push decision. I believe that there was like it was either in this East 4 or the next East 4, but okay. Nola Northern Pog, Eastern Pog. You wanted me to cut Red Dragon here, but I was thinking like Tenhou Andy. I was gonna go Oppa Tenhou style, but like this, yeah. Accepting 3 of bamboo is pretty tight here. Now we're playing right. Now we're playing good. Now we're doing good stuff. Still doing good stuff. Still doing good stuff. Do they like the chi? They like the chi. The results are in. They like the chi. And then do they like the... Yeah, they do in fact like the half flush decision, but they would rather me throw the most dangerous tile first. Fair enough. Absolutely fair enough. They would still rather me... I mean, both of these are pretty equivalent at this point. Okay, fine. And now we keep a safe tile. Thank you, Maka, for matching my freak right now, for understanding. And then this Riichi. Okay, so now a crosser calls Riichi, and everything turns on its head. So we folded here, and they like the fold. I know we have a very powerful hand, but just, I don't think that you're supposed to. I genuinely don't think that you're supposed to. And now I cut the Dora, Bazinga Bazonga. And then what happened here? Oh yeah, you chased with a... Yeah, this was wild. Yeah, this is what I don't think that Maka did not like the Riichi. Yeah, it was literally for them an unthinkable decision. An unthinkable decision. Because you have 2 copies of the 3 of characters left. Right? I would even rather prefer you cut this and single tile York it for another Dora. That's, you know, if you're going to go for it, if you're gonna... This is a 3 tile weight versus a 2 tile weight. What is going on? What is going on? What is going on there? What is going on? And then was there another push decision afterwards in the East 4? I think what we learned that Red Dragon discard earlier was like, yeah, like I think a single Red Dragon is still worse. I'll pull up the LibreOffice document. A single Red Dragon I think is worse than a 1-2 shape or an 8-9 shape. I don't know if that's always going to be true, but like if you have a decent Riichi Pinfuable hand, I think it's a good lesson to learn. A single dragon tile is worse than a 1-2 shape or an 8-9 shape that's in your hand. Because like the single dragon tile, you still need 2 tiles to make it into like a shape, right? But then this, you only just need 1 tile. And that hand was still Riichi Pinfuable, you know? I wanted to go really hard towards Tenhou, but like even we're really punished there if we I mean, I guess if we had a 1-2, we weren't even that punished if we draw into a 4 of bamboo. Because we had a 5. Okay, a little bit weird, but I think this is a good lesson. I think this is a good lesson to learn. Folks, I had a lot of fun. I genuinely had a lot of fun playing in this game. That's going to do it for today's video. Hey, if you like the song or you like the genre, consider subscribing. I got new videos every single day. Consider leaving a like and a comment if you're feeling particularly generous, as it helps me out such a great deal and allows me to say my incendiary opinions with no regard to how they'll be taken. I stream on Twitch Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific. The link is down below in the description, along with our community Discord and our VODs channel, in case you can't ever make it live. And whenever I stream Mahjong, I'll dual stream it on YouTube if you want to keep your eyes and ears peeled here. Until next time, please take care of yourself, and please be kind to yourself, okay? I'll talk to you soon. Peace.